Slow. How everybody doing today? What's going on? I really can't see nobody now because trying to push it over a little bit. How everybody doing? Thank you for tuning in for Kross TV Network. You already know that's Kross with a K. As always, I want to salute everybody that for tuning in to me. Always continue to show me that undying love and support, unconditional love and support. I appreciate y'all to the most end. Y'all also already know every time I see comments or whatever, no matter how long it takes, I try to respond to everybody out of respect because all y'all take your time out to show y'all support. Give y'all a comment, you know what I'm saying? At least I could do is respond to y'all, letting y'all know just how much I appreciate y'all and everything. Whether we could agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all weekend was? I hope everything was blessed. As for mine, as y'all can see now, I'm home, my little cup and everything. Y'all know how I do. Just blessed to be home. I've been doing a lot of, blowing the lawns, blowing all the leaves off, the dead leaves off and everything. Straightening up the house, you know what I'm saying? Did a little painting. I ain't finished doing it and everything. Got the couches and everything, so I've been a little busy, whatever. So, sorry for not being here. But today, as I was, hanging out, relaxing, I get a call. And a comrade of mine told me, like, yo, Pimp. I'm like, what Pimp? He's like, yo, OG Pimp, the on the blood kid, he just did a video and all that. I said, from Queens and all that, whatever. He was like, yeah, so I was like, let me look at the video. So he told me it was on Also Bossy TV. So I go and look at it. I see it is Pimp, and it's a real interesting video. And I'm gonna explain why that I feel that is a real interesting video that I need for people to tune in. So I'm gonna let y'all see the video first. It's about a half an hour video, and it's very interesting. I'm gonna touch on a lot of points after that, as soon as the video is done. All right. So just for everybody that was just tuning in, what I'm gonna do is I'm about to play a video that a brother of mine named OG Pimp, he just did a video on Old Bossy TV. And based upon him being a minor GKB, him starting GKB along with Corey King, CK, and him introducing Killer Kev to OG Mac, and what happened when they met and when they was all in the house as to what Killer Kev was discussing in his video months ago. And it was interesting, and I'm gonna explain why I say it's interesting. But I'm gonna let everybody look at the video, and then we're gonna get to it.
Chronicles Jet James first one got slapped, but so Pimp, man, what up? I'm gonna start this conversation off, man, by just a formal introduction. Let the people know who you are. Let them know where you're talking to, bro. Don't worry about the comments. I got you. Nah, I'm gonna say Queens. You know, set up on that shit like that. I'm Pimp, right? The guy that seldomly spoke about, heard about, read about. I'm the foundation, along with others, in this GKB movement. Killer Cat said about time you come out. Ah, there you are. Lottie Dottie, boy. Chill. Fuck me into my inbox, blood. No, boy. You inspired me. I watched you on So Be yesterday. Slide out, okay? Let's slide out. What's up, bro?
But yeah, man, let's tell them who you are.
Your role. All right, you want to get back to the beginning of this shit?
The beginning of this shit. Tell us niggas where it all started, man.
I did.
Take them back to Pompeii.
Oh, no, we gonna jail this shit real quick. Kev, ride out with me. I started this blood shit 1995, Halloween. I came through under OG Mac. Killer Kev was there. I started my journey as a non-trade gangster. Heard about the movement. Already had problems with the Kings, right? Check, you know I got robbed, right?
Nah, man, I don't know.
I did. When I came through, I was on a reversal. So on my reversal, I'm on something. I'm about to go home. I had 10-20. I'm about to go home. I ain't trying to hit none of this shit. I'm happy. I ain't trying to thug, bug, or nothing. I ain't trying to fuck up the chances, right? So while I'm down on the island, there was a guy that went home with me that had a reversal. He ended up getting a full one. I had one that just gave me a full reversal for a trap. This boy go home and some way, somehow on the phone call while he was in the house, you know, it turns away. I ain't there. So I don't see it. 4 Kings later on.
Killer Kev just said you were the one that introduced OG Mac.
Oh yeah, fast. We gonna get there. I just want to fast forward on how this whole thing got me in this blood movement. So when I'm on a reversal chilling and trying to be easy, this faggot finds a way to set me up in the cell and rob me, right? Now, I ain't good at that. And this is the ghost of all the people that was my victim, right? So 4 dudes all got nice little steals like this. You know, we ain't gonna get into what the weapons are, but I had no wins, all right? I get robbed. I yield. I hold it down. 4 people in the back of the cell. I have no weapon. And it's a setup with the officers. This is San Juan, 1995, NC 95, right? And I get robbed. One of them knew me too, while I just was up in Glenton with them. So when I come out the robbery and get out the cell, fortunately, they all back in their cells and locked in. So it ain't like we continue in the hallway of the cells and all that. Police, they visit. So automatically after the actions are like, cool, I'm going. They like, go now. I'm like, I'm getting ready. And they watch me to my cell and all that Latin. So that's when I see, this is a cahoots type of fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? I go on a visit looking for a homie that I knew that was in the house or what have you. I knew that he had a rug cutter. So he ain't there. I can't find him. Going to visit. Met this new little bad chocolate shit. Can't even talk. I'm fucked up thinking about what happened. I need a visit. Go back. My shit is packed up in a bubble.
So now, pardon me, interjection. Usually when shit like that happens, it's either you told the police or somebody else told the police. But they are aware of something going on and now they packing your stuff because they feel like they need to move you for your safety.
No,
not to say you know, fuck me. The process is no freedom.
Just like we end up getting these things on our team when we start winning, they had the first drop. I'm gonna hold it. They had the first drop. Cool. So these faggots tell me I'm packed up. I'm like, fuck you mean I'm packed up? Now, mind you, straight from a visit, you gotta go to the bubble, and it's count time. I told you I couldn't even move on that visit. I go back, it's count time starting. All right, so I'm like, I forgot something. They was like, well, everybody in your cells. I'm like, I can get it from under the cell or what have you. So they say, all right, hurry up, go ahead. So this was my time to go in there and like really capture the other guy's faces. The leader, I knew him. And the guy that I just was up in Glenton with, I knew him, but I needed the other 2 guys' faces. And on leaving, I had to see the last guy like, you know me. I don't know how you allowed this up. It is, all right, but I'm gonna get you. I go to the other side of the building. This is when I get up in, I believe this was 4 top. This was 7 lower that this happened at. So you know the same wrong side of the cells. This where this happened. They got me packed up to go to the other side of the building to not see none of these guys.
So we gotta get more people in here. Fuck that history, baby. Killer Kev, that came from Killer Kev.
gotta get more people in here. Fuck that history, baby. See, you say fuck the history. That's
hold on, let me say one thing.
No,
I'm gonna give everybody a platform to speak. This is my whole vision. Killer Cat, give me 1 second. Today was Pimp's opportunity to take to the platform without no interruptions, like everybody else got their chance to take to this platform without no interruption.
Damn, my memory.
Hold on, you got the mic. Thanks, you got it. But I just gotta address this. Respectfully, bro, you know, we respect your opinion too. And you know we all gonna link up because it has to happen. Just like we're gonna have to listen to whatever you have to say in your next block. Respectfully. You feel me, bro? Let the homie get that. Let the homie do him. You're gonna always have your chance to rebuttal, comment, and concern, and then hopefully we can put a podcast together and do it ourselves. Nah, we ain't take it wrong. It's not even like it was offensive. It was just more so like,
you know me, I'm thinking still.
Everybody's watching, everybody's gonna wanna know, you know what I'm saying? We just wanna make sure we get everything out. Let everybody feel like they got their part out. Feel me?
I want them to get shit, Kev, that ain't so many people to talk about. But they need to know who Pimp is. I got you to watch. You're gonna love a lot of shit we talk about. So now that I gotta leave, I'll let, you know, like I said, the last guy cat know that, yo, you know me, you know better. I can pack up with a full time. Now when I get on this side, it's my guy. There's a few other hitters that's all up in the house, and it's one king. Now mind you, I want to get him, but my guy, which is Gremlin Devon, old timer, he had like 27, and you probably never got to meet him. Original blood type, funny motherfucker. It's him in the house. It's Bush in the house. It's some gangsters in the house. I met on Gambino in that house. And in the course of being in that house, my guy that I knew that a lot of people don't know, some do, OG Mac came in the house. He came to the house. During this course, I got drama with King. I don't give a fuck about half of nothing. Every time I get a chance, I'm going out to try and do something. Because the one in the house, he's understanding the rules per the guys in the house that's from Brooklyn that run the house. Matt comes there, you know, he let me know who he is. He come in, dicky down, showing me that, you know, he's still on his up blood shit, cause me and Ding Dong seen him in '93 and helped him to one man. A lot of people don't know that either. So
break it down, Pimp. He said that's history, but it's history. He wants you to break it down. He keeps saying.
I break it down. It's being broke down right now. Matt get in the house. Matt comes in the house and let me know that he on this beat type love. Cool. Yo, you know it's one of yours up in the house. This is how it happened, Kev. Let me help the best memory of everybody's. Oh, bro.
Nobody say that.
So, got another surprise in the building.
No, we always working, man.
Working, definitely.
All hustle, no luck.
So the next move is I send Mac while he go to his bed. I look and I don't see Killer Kev. I believe Killer Kev was in the house with me, I think, either a day or 2 days before this day, right? And I see Killer Kev is in the bathroom, you know. But let's get on this little black motherfucker, super smooth, you know what I'm saying? Let's show you my memory, Kev. You had the plaid, red, long, Woolridge looking tight, gang banging, straight essay motherfucking shirt on. He had the red with the light. I believe either you had ups or maybe chucks. I ain't really sure about the foot, so I ain't never gonna forget that because y'all put that shit on me when I was asleep one day, remember? That's how good my memory is. So I said, yo, one of yours is in the bathroom. So Matt go in the bathroom. I hold the bathroom down and let y'all talk. Cool. Every day from there, 12 days perhaps. In fact, y'all tried to bring me home every day. Every day. Because you know Matt was my guy. I always said no every day. I said no, but you left, remember, either a day or 2 days before me when I came and seen you in the H, which you was the first voice that came out the window, which is your motto. Eat food. You ain't say you food. You say eat food. I'm fucking, we're gonna get there. Break it down. day I went out the house, you know, I had clones with King, so I'm gonna get back a chance I get. You don't remember that? So, and this was Stack Stones. You know, this motherfucker said I came in this shit known as a fucking dancer. I forbid this fucker boy. You said, oops. Stone God, Stack.
Nah, say his name.
Stack Stone.
Yeah. I heard you the first time.
Yeah, he heard me too when he get this. I come home, Kev, you left and went. Every day we was waiting for you, thinking that your name was on the list to go to the H, because you was letting us know how you predicate, you know. They don't let you stay in population. You go down to HDM 10 days, 11 days later from the day Matt get in the house. So you leave. Now, in between all those days, Matt was G'd up. I ain't seen no tail tucking on him at all, because y'all two is left and right. Y'all the only two bloods in there. And to correct a lot of things, maybe memory wasn't good, but nobody in the house was a low-level dude. Remember what was going on around the house. History, breakdown. It had nothing to do with blood, but this is my entry into the days of blood. While I'm warring and leaving the house looking for kings, inside the house, like I said, we had Bush in them. We had two friendly teams, Lucianos and Gambinos. Fun, recreation, up shit, stay upright. A lot of people in this house is coming down from court, so this is one of them court return houses. We used to fight, play fight, to keep dudes abreast, on point, let dudes know that, you know, you gotta stay G'd up at any given time. Ain't no playing, no games, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, cool. But you make rules. It ain't no rule. If your chest is open, any of this shit, bud, real talk, you get caved in. If you on the phone relaxing with your bitch and you ain't on point, I'ma cave your chest in if you ain't looking. If you make it serious, we gonna get lit. This is how the house was. The rule was set, so it was strictly like, oh, you caught me sleeping. That's all you could do. Or catch me back in return. Or flip. We never had that problem. So every day you and Matt was together, y'all was looking at us like we was crazy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? We was having fun. So Matt never showed one day of being under what he was. He didn't have no tension. Y'all two was building. What y'all built about is y'all story. I don't know, but y'all was together every day. That 3 days, I just seen this in the thing. Pardon me, Kev, but I you know. When I was looking at the interview the other day with the brother, he stated that no, pardon me, not that interview. When I looked at the day when he was on an interview, I believe he was at your niece's house. And you mentioned like 3 days went by before, you know, you acknowledged Mac. That didn't happen. And we can talk about that another time. But every day y'all was together. From the day I introduced you in the bathroom, you never had a day where you didn't know who he was. You wasn't even in the house to watch him come in. You didn't have to because you was G'd up, but you know, the facts still remain. So Matt finally broke through my defenses and begged me, and I accepted and came home to blood.
Smash that like button. Cost you nothing. Smash that like button, man.
So Mac, he tells me a few things, you know, with this blood shit. Rules that I got, maybe others got. But I'm a Mac boy. I came from that era. You can say what you want about him. That's another story. But at this time, are we all blind to what we hear or appear to be what they say? Matt told me shit like, yo, Pimp, you got your own rap. I know you, I ask you every day, I want you with this move, I know how you move, boom. He didn't kick it to me like a Malcolm X bill. It wasn't no fake restraints off of, this is a black label stamp to go over the oppression that's going on. What he did tell me is that we lacking off of the respect of these Latins because we give them a reason to feel that we not together. So in his course of being blood, he came with believing that he had to make it open for everybody to come together and henceforth for Vanguard them from doing this, but they wasn't with it, and we all took a loss, and our loss was we got to go to war, as y'all know, and that's another story. We'll give this a copy. You heard? All you said is copy. So Max told me, "You'll strip your name. You strip your name, and I know you. You won't come in here with the belief of who you was before you come in here, knowing that I'm about to come into a frying pan that's already sauteed correct. It's about to be more than what I had with the attitude of saying these dudes robbed me and I go out day to day to go do something. I'm with it anyway. I don't know what I'm about to get into, but I know that they got drama with me regardless because I got robbed by one. So I'm already biased to them. And I'm already giving it to them. I'm already on their forecast, but they don't know who I am. And they think I'm blood because the court return, you come down in a red sweatshirt, blue jeans, and I had the state sneakers on. They thought when I'm coming out getting my get back that I'm blood anyway. So it was like, okay, I didn't know what we was going to be, but I cool. I can do this and let's go. First day I go to HDM, kill a cab out the window, and I go out to the yard the next morning. I go out, I'm the only one there. I think it's 2 guys, 2 cages over. And Kev was like, yo, 013. Like, fuck is 013? That's E-Food. Call me. That's the first and last code you get. Right? But this is something that you can't never act like. This is 1995. The world know it. You don't. Free game. First one, last one. And I'm like, fuck you talking about? You like, climb over the cage and get a fool, scared, what up, blood? I'm like, oh shit. He said, 031. I'm like, 031. We kick it, we build. I meet a few individuals in there, and my journey began. During this non-trade saga I have, something happened, and he hit. Something happens where I'm trying to get information from one of our superiors. Now, this is fast forward. This is October, the journey, all the way to, this is February. This is like the very ending of February the very ending of January when I'm seeing something that's about to unfold unforeseeable. During the time when I'm in 3 block, all right? I moved around the HDM. This is all about the Bing. It's no pound right now. If you happen to be in North Philly, go to the Bing, cool. But I'm in the pound. Later, this time, everybody that's banging, knowing things is in HDM Bings. You got 3 block, 5 block, 1A, 1B. 1B is where Kev is. 1A is where I was. I migrated, did a few things in there. Now I'm in 3 block. I'm like situated. I'm known. I got a rep. I'm moving. I'm shaking this non-trade movement. My friendly officer I had, they cracked my cell and lets me go in the room to go see whoever. No, he lets me go see a superior that I'm cool with. I'm kicking it to. I'm shaking. He's a shaker, mover, meaning he's an eater. He will do all these type of weird shit that you would think is inhumane. He won't talk to me and let me know about something I'm confronting. What I'm confronting, he doesn't know that it's time to come up with it because it's all the room in America to talk to me right now. Just like we kicking it, he don't got nothing stopping. Fuck your escort officer. My officer got it. Come over here, let's kick it. I got this. Got this area locked. This is mine. Come here. He ain't come. Talking about he couldn't come over there and talk to me. Topic is real serious. I'm like, what? Yeah, I bet. Fuck that. Go back to my cell. I'm sitting in there pissed. Can't tell me nothing. It's the 3rd time I tried to confront him. This shit is low, bro. I got to charge him, bro. Charge that shit, because we already wanted it. Hold up. Another surprise, but we're gonna get to that one in the field. But so he don't talk to me. Yo, I need some help over here. I'm not slowing down. He don't want to talk to me. So while he don't want to talk to me, fuck this blood shit. I don't want to be a part of this. If this dude is a rat, I don't feel I have to be a part of this. Paul, CK, meet me in the library. Boom, 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 we got to holler. He like that. Mind you, CK is the one that put me on to it. I had an article he gave me a couple of weeks ago. I held it when I tried to confront him, sit in my cell all this time, get the article. CK coming with me, going to the library. Fuck this shit, I'm done. I ain't fucking with it. Yo, what happened? Yo, this dude don't want to talk to me. I ain't gonna be with this. You ride with that, y'all be with that, ain't want to talk. CK, while we walking to the library, he like, no, fuck it, let's do our own shit. I'm like, I don't know what to really do, because I was fucking with this. Everybody that was fucking with me, I could tell you names. I was around everybody. They homies to the years now, all the way back. I'm liking this, so I'm like, all right, because I ain't fucking with that. I ain't gonna be with him. He like, fuck it, let's do our own shit. And I'm like, bet. So we going to the little library. Mine's going back and forth trying to figure out what we're going to do with this with a name. He says KGB. I'm like, CK, you wow. And we ain't no motherfucking spies. Like, what is you talking about KGB? Like, yo, you wilding, and then clicking my head like gangsters kill killers every day. Oh, all right. So I feel we gangsters first. With being a killer and we blood, so let's do it like that. Reverse those letters, CK. That. I bet. History starts. Now, it took not speaking and not giving me the information that I needed for GKB to ever come about. It ain't no mistake. It ain't no other person can tell you the way GKB ever existed but me. I said fuck blood, which was non-Trey. I didn't say fuck non-Trey because all I knew was non-Trey. At this time, we didn't have history. We didn't know a lot of demographics when it came to this blood movement. What we did know was honor and rep your shit and bang. That's what we knew. Yeah, we had breakdowns, and our breakdowns later came, but the mind was given from a lot of things at this time. While I was a non-Trey stepper, Deadeye was my superior. Wayno was my superior. And a whole bunch of cast members was our friends and fellow comrades in this movement. So me saying fuck it for all the things that I did when CK hit me with let's change it made sense to me. Now I'm violating, mind you. Only person that really made this shit was an OG Mac. So what we did really, I did in the heat of the moment too. I ain't really take that into account until after I seen we was popping. GKB just is what it was, and I was like, damn, fuck it. I know I ain't that, and I can shake and I can do this shit. All right, I'm with it. That day when that happened,
How everybody doing, man? How everybody doing, man? I thought it was a little, more to that, whatever. But somehow it was a little. How everybody doing, man? But that's neither here nor there. As y'all seen, I don't know, everybody that's tuned in, there's 170 of y'all, 180 y'all. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Or y'all just seen OG Pimp, in his video that he just made. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now why I feel that this video was important to me. It had a very value, it had a big value shock to it. For one, shout out to OG Pimp, you know what I'm saying? Founder GK, one of the founders of GKB. That's a brother of mine. I knew him for a very long time. It's crazy because how I met him, I'm gonna tell you how I met him, it's crazy. But what I want to say about him, first of all, salute to the brother that whose channel that Pimp is on, which is Also Bossly TV. Shout out to him too, and for dropping, putting Pimp on there, whatever. First of all, what I liked about Pimp's interview or video was this. Number one was, you know, he was honest. One of the first things he spoke about that came out of his mouth about when he got robbed and how what made him, you know, victimized, something similar to my story on how I was already beefing with the Kings, you know, prior to me even turning blood. And a lot of us from back then, first generation homies, you know, a lot of us was already having problems with them, but it's just the difference between that was just, you know, before we was united, it was just you against that gang, you know, and whatever you seen you at, you know, was on site. What I also liked about him, about that video, was the fact that he didn't, you know, bash nobody or put nobody down. You know, he acknowledged that he had superiors before him, and he acknowledged that he had help in those that was around him that helped founded this whole movement in general, and in specific GKB. So he didn't bash or put nobody down to make himself look bigger than anybody else, or make, you know, make him, you know, look bigger than the rest, or to, you know, to downplay somebody. What I also liked was his honesty. His honesty for two reasons. His honesty, one, is because, you know, he let it be known, and not in a disrespectful way, and not a way to start no type of controversy or nothing like that neither. But he did it in a way like letting it be known, like, hold up, I introduced, you know, Killer Cab and OG Mac, you know, since day one when they both shared that same space with each other, you know, they knew who each other was. So it ain't take no 3 days or whatever, and he was in the house, and then Mac was like he was, you know, under his shell or whatever have you, like, the picture was painted once upon a time, even which I knew wasn't true also, you know, and I'm not saying this in disrespect, you know what I'm saying, or to bash my brother, but it's just certain things like, you know, and y'all already know the reason why issues with Mac mean so much, you know, you know, why it's so entwined in my story is because once he came home, it was thrown out there about his case, him being, you know, a rat and, you know, whatever have you, you know, or everything that he was dealing with fell on my shoulders. I had to deal with that because I'm from 183rd. I'm at that time, you know, along with my cousin Dizzy, we the two faces of 183rd. You know what I'm saying? And along with Magoo, you know, but the fact that he acknowledged that regardless to whatever was going on with Mac or whatever happened with Mac or whatever we found out about Mac later on down the line, he kept it real and was honest because it's valuable. It's easy for a person to say anything about a rat or a person that later on that you found out have told or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And people throw extra dirt on, do things on a person, and it's more believable when people gonna say, yeah, F that or whatever, what have you, and whatever. And you know, you can say whatever you want to say because how this person end up being disgraced, that, or you know, looked at as being a disgrace, you know, so you don't really care about anything about his value or honor, whatever. But coming from a person that's telling the story, was really real, was not, regardless to who the person is. You know what I'm saying? Because that doesn't mean, you know, that doesn't mean that that rat wouldn't do something to you if he had the opportunity to do so. You know, for lack of a better way to describe, you know, what I'm saying is that, you know, I like the fact that he had the courage to let it be known, like, yeah, this is how it happened. You know what I'm saying? He brought me home, and when I felt this way and this way, you know, he acknowledged the fact that CK is the one that revealed, the only one that revealed that those papers was there. And even though whatever happened later on down the line, him and Mac was very close. And I love the fact that he never glorified the work he put in. You know, he talked more about him being robbed and, you know, looking for the Kings on that aspect than what he actually did. And I recall an incident the first time I met Pimp, right? Pimp came to OBCC, you know, the pound, the box, the Bing, right? And you know, that's when at the time when 9-9, when Jay-Z was talking about all my dogs that's locked in the Bing, when you hit the bricks, new which money ain't a thing, right? He was talking about all the homies that was, you know what I'm saying, that was locked up in the Bing, whatever. So Pimp was in the yard. Pimp and a couple of other homies and whatever, you know, they was in the yard, you know, doing whatever they was doing. And I was going to court. No matter of fact, I was going up north. OG Mac was going up north. We was going back upstate. We was both going to downstate. I was going to start a fresh, you know, whatever time I had, you know, this is 9-6. I was going up north. I was on the Allen since 9-5. I was on my way up north. And me and OG Mac was riding together. And Mac went in the cell to go use the bathroom. And when he went to go use the bathroom, he was like, what he said? He said, Pimp is in the pen, you know what I'm saying? You know, I sent my love to Pimp or whatever. And he told Pimp to put it in. Soon he told Pimp to put in work. You just hear the bell go off. You just hear a whole bunch of COs suiting up, putting on helmets, vests. You know, helmets got their sticks, and they running outside. They come bringing Pimp out in cuffs and everything. You know what I'm saying? He see Mac. He start, you know, calling him going crazy. And then you see the kid that come out that was cut and everything like that. You see him come out. And because of that, we got to stay. We didn't even go upstate at that time. You know, that was my first encounter, you know, meeting Pimp. And it's funny, like I said, he didn't glorify, didn't even talk about none of that. I talked about the first act of violence that involved him, but the point is that I love the fact that he didn't use none of that to tell his story. And, you know, I think he did a good job. It's his first time, you know, he's new to this. Like we all still new to this. You know, just that I've been a little, you know, doing this a little longer. I think he did a good job at getting his point across. I know he has a whole lot more that he wanted to share, need to say. But that's my brother. What he's saying is real and what he's saying is solid, you know. And I appreciate him for that. Because a story is what a story is, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us to this day, you know, people sitting here saying, well, once y'all knew what it was, even with him saying what he's saying, well, if that wasn't non-trade and I couldn't do this, I started G-Shine, all that still is blood. But I know people could be like, well, you know, why, once y'all found out what y'all was doing, you know, who y'all was doing it with or whatever, you know, why y'all stayed. First of all, me also coming home at 9-5, this wasn't known or, you know, or wasn't out there like that until after Mac came home, which was 9-9. So I'm damn near going on my 5th year banging and putting in all type of work and everything. That's like similar, like, you know, let's think about Kwanzaa, for example. And I think I said this in one of my videos before. Ron Karenga is the founder of Kwanzaa. Ron Karenga also used to be a gladiator. A gladiator was a gang in Los Angeles. This is before Bloods and Crips, you know what I'm saying? You know, you had Brims, you know, had the LA Brims, you know, you had the Gladiators, the Slausons, you know, the Bishops, the Swans, you know, you had a couple of different gangs. And Ron Karenga was the head of the Slausons. Bunchy Carter was the head. Ron Karenga was the head of the Gladiators, and Bunchy Carter was the head of the Slausons. Bunchy Carter ended up becoming the LA's president of the LA, you know, chapter of the Panthers, and Ron Karenga ended up becoming the head founder of the United Slaves. And one day they had a meeting at the UCLA, you know, campus, the college in LA, in California. and they had a meeting in the rally on who was going to do the black studies for the, for the African Americans, or people that want to do black literature or black studies or whatever in the college. So the people voted that the Black Panthers do it, not the Gladiators. A big debate happened. Feelings got involved. The ending result of what happened was Bunchy Carter ended up dead, and then that started and ignited a war between the Black Panthers and the United Slaves. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying that the relevance to me saying that is this. The United Slaves is recorded and is documented in history, was working with the government to bring down the Black Panthers. Whenever they shoot or have a shootout against the Panthers or do something, when the Panthers retaliate, police would be ready, ambush them, lock them up, whatever have you. But knowing this information, do you say, well, I'm not going to mess with Kwanzaa? Because Ron Karenga is the founder of Kwanzaa as well. The same person that we know or that we understand that works with, that worked with the government, that went against the Panthers on some other things or whatever have you. And you can look at it in Elaine Brown's book called Taste of Power. She speaks about that. And but do that take away the spiritual food that Kwanzaa provides? You know what I'm saying? And do it takes away the principle of what Kwanzaa means and what Kwanzaa stands for based on what its founder did? You understand what I'm saying? Not you, somebody just sent it. I can't see it for some reason. I just can't see it all the way. Whoever just did that donation, I appreciate it. I don't know who it is. Sorry about that. But definitely shout out to you. I appreciate it. I think it said love from Toronto, not you, something, or not your, whatever. Salute to you. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. You know what I mean? Well, salute to you. Thank you for the donation. So I like that Pimp did how Pimp did it. I know the brother, real smooth dude. We was locked up together. He was never miserable. He never hated on nobody. He definitely had no reason to lie. He don't need my stamp, you know what I mean? But what he's saying is real. What he's saying is real, and I just appreciate him for his honesty. I appreciate him for his honesty, man, and letting real be real and was not real. You know what I'm saying? Killing it and letting real be born. So I definitely appreciate him for that, man. There's not a lot of that going on no more, man. It's like, people say anything sometimes, man. I always watch my words, man, because my words will become thoughts. And I watch my thoughts because my thoughts could become actions. And I watch my actions because my actions become my character. And then I watch my character because my character become my destiny. You know what I'm saying? I never try to speak too much that I would have to be buttled later on down the line, or make it look like, well, damn, well, how much else I'm saying is real, or you know what I mean? So I always keep it, 1,000. Always keep it 1,000, man. But I just wanted to say, man, definitely shout out to old Bossly TV, man. I appreciate that interview. Like I said, Pimp is a great guy. You know what I'm saying? That's the homie. That's the big homie. That's the bro. That's the OG. You know what I mean? I see Cola James in there. Salute to the sis. I can't really see everybody because some reason on my screen is more over here, and I, me not being so computer literate, I don't really know how to really just push it over, and I don't want to mess anything up that's going to mess the live up, up or nothing like that. You know what I mean? So I apologize for those that's been showing love, having comments, about, whatever y'all saying. I'm saying definitely appreciate the love. Whoever left a comment, outside of live chat, you know, on a video, I'll definitely respond to you. You know, I definitely apologize, but salute to y'all, man. That's for everybody that's in the live chat and that's tuned in. But definitely appreciate all of y'all. Yeah, man, as y'all see, man, you know, I'm blessed to be home, you know, no bragging, no nothing like that, you know what I mean? I'm just blessed to be home, man, you know. Finally got our little recliners and everything like that. You know, slowly for surely, man, we getting there, man. You know, it's one thing for moving from an apartment to a house, from a 2-bedroom apartment to a, you know, to a house, man. You know, it's just, you know, you can't fit that much stuff in there. So, you know, a lot of things take some time to get, man, but we getting there, you know what I mean? How everybody doing? Everybody that's there, I'm glad y'all alive. You know what I'm saying? Y'all breathing, y'all in good spirits. If y'all didn't, you know, I hope that, you know, spending time with me on my video, you know, took your mind off your time, entertained you for a little while, but at the end of the day, you know, something that you can get something from, you know, because real recognize real, and I'm gonna always promote real. You know, I don't do certain things for views. And, you know, there's a lot of things I could talk about, but I try to keep it more personal, but, you know, in some way, like, especially when it comes to this, you know, I know Pimp, you know, and everything. I could elaborate on certain things that he said, you know, how it relates to me. You know, big up to him. I think he did a great job. And that's something also that's good, that you know, that's good for the youth to see as well, because it's like, you know, he did not glorify none of the violence that he did. All he did is speak about being victimized more. And you know, I liked it that though. I liked it that. And I liked it because of the fact that, you know, despite whatever, you know, we know of Mac today, you know, he let it be known, like, nah, this is how that went, this is how that went, you know, everything's gonna be 100, everything's gonna be authentic. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna sugarcoat nothing, we're not gonna do nothing like that. We're gonna keep this thing real. Everything's gonna be a buck 1,000. This is what we worry about most of anything. Gotta be authentic, you know what I'm saying? At all time. You know? Thanks for everybody tuning. Yo, hit them likes, man. Hit that subscribe, hit them likes. Right now we at 163, 112. We was almost at what 230, 240 at the highest. You know what I'm saying? I definitely appreciate the love. You know, I can't be mad. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely love. You know, one person is good. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least I know it's real. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody. Like I said, I know people that I didn't see in here that I can't read, you know, what y'all saying in the live chat. You know what I'm saying? You know, I definitely appreciate y'all. Salute. No disrespect. I couldn't, you know, respond to y'all. Salute to everybody in my live chat. Love to all. Definitely salute. Appreciate y'all. Have a beautiful, blessed night. Get up in the morning, you know, rise and shine. You know what I'm saying? Get to that bag, take care of your kids, do everything that we got to do. Remember what I always say, man. What's my motto? Kross TV Network. If it ain't grown, leave it alone. Salute.